Today on Karamo.
She doesn't listen to me or my mother at all.
Arrested 4 times at just 14 years old.
It's just me doing me. If y'all got a problem with it, I don't know what to tell y'all.
But she feels misunderstood.
Y'all wanna get it on? Y'all wanna get it on?
Can he get his teen sister to slow down before it's too late?
Mind your business. Are you weird?
You should be acting your age. That's what you should be doing.
Plus,
Every day I come home, you check my underwear.
this couple is drowning in mistrust.
Schmack. He done ran his truck into my car.
Are they cheating on each other? There's something going on here. It's a husband and wife who have both agreed to have their phones unlocked.
I might be pregnant.
You won't believe what happened. All right, everyone, my guest, Eric, is a big brother worried about his TikTok twerking tween sister, Melanie. Melanie is 14 and has already been arrested 4 times. She likes to smoke weed and stay out all night until the sun comes up. And Eric is here and wants to give his little sister a reality check. Everyone, please welcome Eric to the show. Eric.
Hello, how you doing?
How you doing? Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Okay, how old are you, first of all?
I'm 20 years old.
20 years old. Why are you worried about your sister, Melanie?
She's 14 years old. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. There's no way I could to control her at all.
Uh-huh. What's the list of concerns you have about her?
She got arrested 4 times. She smokes marijuana. She leaves whenever she feels like it. And as well as she's sexually active, which is very concerning me as a 20-year-old brother, because anything could happen to her. God forbid she comes home pregnant.
So tell me about Melanie's TikToks.
She twerks as a 14-year-old child. She believes she could be able to do anything when she feels like it.
That's your sister right there, Melanie?
Yeah, that's her.
What happens when you talk to Melanie?
She's in that rebellious phase of herself.
What happens when your mother tries to talk to her?
Outbursts.
They start to fight.
They start to fight.
Why do you think Melanie acts this way?
There's really nobody to really mentor her to do anything smart.
Got it. Is your father in the house?
Yeah, he is.
He's in the house. What does he have to say about this?
My father is one of those fathers where like he's around, but as much as he's not around. My family own a restaurant, so as much as he wanted to talk to her, all of that, it's just no way to form a contact with him.
Because he's always at work.
Yeah.
So does he live in the house with your mother and your sister? Mm-hmm. How many hours would you say he spends at work?
12 hours.
12 hours. Do you feel responsible for your sister, Melanie?
Yeah.
Why?
Because as much as I am as an older brother, there's no one really putting like their eyes on her, checking her, what she's doing, taking care of her, concentrating her.
Yeah, I get that. Do you still live in the house?
Yeah.
So you see when she's sneaking out, you see what's going on.
I do.
And when they get into outbursts, like between her and your mother, do you usually get in the middle of it?
I have to, unless it becomes extreme. Like there was this one instance, one of her arrests was like my little sister and my mother got in an altercation to a point where like my sister pushed her to a point my mother tried to call the cops. It was more for him to teach her a lesson, but imagine only as a child how she would feel.
I get it. I understand. So she's been arrested 4 times. What are the 4 times for?
The 4 times with the marijuana.
She got caught marijuana.
Mm-hmm. The fight with my mother.
Uh-huh.
And the 2 instances was between her hanging out with these group of friends and they got caught stealing, doing whatever she want to do.
All right, well, everyone, are you ready to meet Eric's little sister, Melanie? Melanie, please come on out.
Hello.
Welcome to the show, Melanie.
Hi.
Can I have a hug? You can give me 2 arms.
I'm okay.
All right, thank you. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm fine.
Good,
How about
good,
you?
good. I'm good. So you heard your brother. He's concerned about you.
I don't know what he's concerned about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What do you think he's concerned about?
I don't know. He should be concerned about himself. I don't know what he's concerned about.
About myself?
Yeah.
I'm
Worry
doing
about
that-
yourself. Anywho, back to you.
He brought you here because you've been arrested 4 times.
Yeah.
How do you feel being 14 and being arrested 4 times?
I mean, I feel like plenty of more 14-year-olds, probably 13-year-olds got arrested more times than me.
Nah, don't say that, bro. What?
I'm just saying. Am I lying though? Because everybody
it could be
else.
worse. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking to you.
Tell me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So you think other kids are getting arrested 4
I
times?
mean, I know
well?
females that's like 13 getting arrested.
But
right
that's
now.
them. That's not true, though.
All right, I'm
You-
not
you're your
talking to
own
you
person
though.
as
I'm
well
not
as-
talking to you though. It's just me doing me. If y'all got a problem with it, I don't know what to tell y'all.
She feels misunderstood.
Y'all want to get it on? Y'all want to get it on?
Can he get his teen sister to slow down before it's too late?
Mind your business. Are you weird?
You should be acting your age. That's what you should be doing. As a 14-year-old child, she believes she could be able to do anything what she feels like it.
So she's been arrested 4 times. What are the 4 times for?
With the marijuana, fight with my mother, got caught stealing.
I feel like 13-year-olds got arrested more times than me.
That's them. That's not true, though.
All right, I'm not
you your
talking to
own
you,
person
though.
as well
I'm not
as-
talking to you, though.
When you talk about getting arrested, were you upset? Do you think it's okay?
I mean, yes, I was upset, but it is what it is.
What do you see for your future? What do you want?
I mean, I want to become, feel me, I want to have my own business,
What kind of business?
like have a lash business type, something
Cute.
like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I see you. All right.
Behavior, that's not taking
Stop
nowhere.
talking to me. I'm not talking to you.
So I see that anytime your brother says something to you, you sort of cut him off. What is it about your brother trying to talk to you about what's going on that makes you feel like
mean-
I'm done with it?
You was a teenager before. Everybody in here used to be a teenager, so I don't know what's the problem.
They definitely wasn't acting the way how you was acting.
All right, so mind your business.
So you stay out all night?
Like what, school days?
Yeah.
Okay, I will come home like around 12.
You're lying. She comes home around like 1 or 2 a.m.
Or sometimes I stay at my friend's house and then from there I go to school. Yeah.
And how are your grades? You
I
brought
mean,
it
my
up.
grades is not that good, I'm not gonna lie.
Have you become sexually active?
Yeah.
You're mad young. Like you say that
You
with so
got
much
me in
pride.
this show because what? Because what? Weirdo.
You need a bro. What?
Okay.
I don't know why he acting like this. He acting mad David.
And so you know your brother's just looking out for you though, right?
Yeah, I know.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like he's doing too much.
You should be acting your age.
Are you weird?
You should be acting your age. That's what you should be doing.
Hold on.
Like for example,
For example, what?
since she continues to post these TikToks about her body and doing all of this,
Do you think there's an issue with your TikToks?
This is just me doing me. If y'all got a problem with it, I don't know what to tell y'all.
What's your issue?
it was completely out of line for a minor to be doing that, shaking her ass on the internet. I told people to ban her account. Thank God enough people banned her account.
Anywho.
Did people ban your account when he did that?
Yes, he's like, who does that? Like, who does that?
I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you feel misunderstood?
Yes, because it's like everybody just sitting here judging me because I'm acting this type of way, but nobody knows why I'm acting this way.
Why are you acting
Nobody knows about my background.
What is the reason?
All right, so you know me, I used to be, first of all, I don't know who just said yes, please. Y'all wanna get it on? Y'all wanna get it on? All right, and we can respectfully get it on when we get out of here, because I don't know why you talking like that. I don't know why you talking like that. I didn't ask you, worry about your daughter, not about me. Why you here? Why you not watching about your daughter?
Come on.
Your daughter belong in the street.
Okay, so talk
All
to
right,
me.
so I'm gonna
Talk to
tell
me.
you.
Yeah, talk to me.
The reason why I act this way is because it's like, ever since I was little, my mother and my father was never around. It was always my grandmother. I was living in a toxic household. It was like this one day where I did end up getting raped, yes. And it was like, it was very hard for me because nobody like understood me. Everybody thought that I was lying. I was not lying at all. So yeah.
Give me a hug. You just said that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that's why I act this way. And people say I'm too grown for my age. I don't think I'm too grown. I'm too mature. For everything that I've been through, I learn and I live from it and I move on. That's me. That's basically my whole entire life. That's basically what I've been doing. So it's like the fact that certain people just sit here and be like, nah, look at her. I know I know she don't listen to mother. I know she'd be doing this. I know she'd be doing that. At the end of the day, my mother is very hard on me and everything. Certain times I don't listen to her, but my mother got, boundaries for me, and I do not pass them boundaries.
You feel alone?
Yeah.
You feel like no one understands you? Can he get his teen sister to slow down before it's too late?
I love you. You're my sister.
Stay tuned.
I don't know why he acting like this. This is just me doing me. If y'all got a problem with it, I don't know what to tell y'all.
It was completely out of line for a minor to be shaking her on the internet.
The reason why I act this way is because I did end up getting raped.
Do you agree that sometimes your sister listens to your mother's boundaries?
At times.
Yeah?
At times. She takes it into consideration, but sometimes she just does whatever she loves to feel.
Yeah.
And I truly care about you as well. Like, I love you. You're my sister. God forbid I see something crazy happen to you.
Did you know that happened to your sister? And did people not believe her? Because they thought that she was just acting out?
Yeah.
And that happens to a lot of young girls. Because they exhibit behavior that people think is wild, that all of a sudden they dismiss when they tell you they've had pain or trauma.
Yeah. Females that's going through this right now, I feel so sorry for them because it's like I've been there.
I get it. And so now you're sitting in a household where you got a lot of pain you've been dealing with. You feel alone.
Yeah.
You feel like no one understands you. And you're sitting here just trying to figure out how to deal with it while also having fun as a young person.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. That's
I hear you.
basically what I've been trying to do.
You do understand why they're concerned, though.
Yeah, and I do understand, but can y'all understand me too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You deserve that same understanding. And that's what you're screaming out. See, the thing for me is I see past when people come out and they're trying to be wild and they do all this stuff. I actually see a smart young girl. She's telling y'all like what she's doing. She's telling y'all like she's aware. This is a very smart young woman, but it's also a young girl who has a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And when you experience trauma, like what she expressed, and when you also have a family that he also described where the father is always at work, not around, where your mother is probably trying her best to survive and doing all she can, now you feel alone and like no one's around really to pay attention to you.
Yeah.
Do you want better for yourself?
Yes, I want better for myself.
How do you think you can get better for yourself?
How I want to do better for myself is just doing what I gotta do.
Okay, so you know that you need to do something. Do you understand that he's here to support you in that?
Yeah, but I feel like he's supporting me in the wrong way.
What way do you need him to support you? Tell your brother.
To be understandable, to sit down, not sit down, but it's like, yo, Melanie, let's do this, let's do that. Melanie, how you feeling? Like, you okay? You ate? You good? Like, be understandable.
Do you feel like you do that for her?
I try, but like every time I try to talk to her, have any type of sort of conversation, it's just like a slap in the face. She doesn't hear me out. I am a concerned brother, but sometimes I just feel like whenever I talk to you, you just give me no response back. It's like I'm talking to a wall.
Why do you do that? We saw it hit a little bit. You shut him down. Why do you do that?
I feel like, how I said, you should just check up on your sister and see why she's doing that, why she's acting like that.
So you're saying you don't want him to come to you with like, I'm judging you, why you doing this? You're
Yeah,
staying out
'cause he-
instead of being like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What happened? So you're asking for more emotional language instead of more like
Judgmental.
disciplinary in action.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you take on that disciplinary role because you're the big brother?
I have to.
Well, your sister's telling you she don't need you to.
I really don't. I just need you to support me, not be here for me.
Do you hear that? She needs you to be there and just ask her how she's doing, not to discipline her. And the reason I asked you about the questions about your own childhood is because I want to make a parallel of like what happened to you in your childhood. And you said that your father wasn't there. So like you had similar experience. I'm sure you wanted somebody who could just be there for you and say, how you doing right now? You need anything? Can I be there for you? Sometimes we forget that people just need support and not discipline at a young age. And you need support. You're screaming out for support is what you're asking for right now.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are. And it's okay. You're 14, it's okay. I'm 42 and sometimes I be screaming out for support, so it is okay. Can you be there to support your sister?
Of course.
Yeah? Yeah?
In the right way, yeah.
This is what I want to do for you.
Yeah.
When you get back to school, I want you to give me that next semester, wherever your grades are now, I just want them to go up one grade. I ain't trying to tell you to have all A's, just one grade. You get your grades up, I'll put you on personally and tell people to follow you. That is a promise I will personally make to you. If you can commit to go back to school and to get your grades up one grade. And for you, now that she knows that she has a goal that she can work to, you can say to her, hey, you got this goal, I know you want it. How can I support you? How can I be there for you? Not, Melanie, you doing this again. Melanie, you wilding out. Melanie, you doing this. Instead of that, I understand why you do it. You're a supportive and loving brother, and I'm so happy that she has you in her life. Because one day when y'all are older, y'all gonna be there for each other like you can't even imagine. I already see where this friendship's gonna be at. Y'all gonna be 25, 30, hanging out. It's gonna be the best relationship ever. So I'm glad y'all got each other. But right now, it has to shift the dynamic if y'all gonna ever get there. So give her support, help her with the goal that she now has through me. You go do the goal, you go get your grades up, and I promise you I got you. And thank you for being vulnerable with my audience, okay? All right. All right, everyone. This brother and sister, they're gonna be all right. Y'all feel that? They're gonna be all right. All right, everyone, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Every day I come home, you check my underwear.
This couple is drowning in mistrust.
Smack. He done ran his truck into my car.
Are they cheating on each other? There's something going on here. It's a husband and wife who have both agreed to have their phones unlocked.
I might be pregnant.
You won't believe what happened.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Trust is a two-way street, and my next two guests are either speeding towards a breakthrough or a breakup. Lesley contacted us because he is convinced his wife, Isis, is cheating on him. On the flip side, Isis has her own suspicions about Lesley. They've asked us to unlock both of their phones to uncover the truth and hopefully rebuild some trust. Everyone, please welcome Lesley to the show. Hey, Lesley.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great, I'm great.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
So, Lesley, you've been married for almost 3 years. When did the trouble start?
I could say the first year, well, first year was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Sex every day, staying together, us together all the time.
Yeah.
Then, boom, bam, dramatically just changed. Her saying that the baby wasn't mine and all type of stuff, man. It got
Okay,
real
so
crazy.
before we get to that, I need to know. So that's a lot already, like to say that it went from happy to all of a sudden suggesting that your child isn't yours. What other behaviors or suspicious behaviors were happening at the beginning of this relationship when it started to shift from good to bad?
Phone calls, late night phone calls, middle of the night, staying late after work, hours not matching up with the paycheck. Man, I can go on and on.
Well, you sent a text to my producer the other night saying that your wife was actually in the moment of going in the bathroom and hiding her phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you said last night we're sitting at the dinner table. She got a text at that moment, later the phone call, so she took the call to the bathroom for about 5 minutes and returned, still not telling me anything about what's going on. And has changed all of her passwords. Is this normal behavior that she has? Hiding her calls, hiding her
She's been
texts?
doing that lately.
So you said earlier that like you were in the honeymoon stage, things were good, and you said now that the sex has changed?
Yeah, it
What has
changed a
happened?
lot. It went from 7 days a week to
7 days?
yeah,
Okay.
every day.
Get it how you get it, but
every
7
day,
days.
every day.
Okay.
Yeah, every day, but to once a week, twice a week, I don't feel like
No
it.
wonder you feel like it's a jarring change. 7 days to once a week, yeah, you're gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Wow. So now my producers told me this, and I'm hoping you tell me that they wrong for this. Do you check her underwear?
Yeah, I do. Hey, cause the only reason why, cause she came home with none on one time.
So she came home with none on. Why are you checking her underwear though?
Make sure she got them on. Make sure they still there.
My God. So what did she say when you checked her underwear?
She told me they ripped or something and she had to throw them away.
Okay. How long ago was this?
That was a couple months ago.
Oh, that's months ago.
Yeah.
Okay. What did she say when you confront her about cheating?
She don't even give me an answer. Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
So she doesn't say no.
Yeah, no.
She just says, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, wave me off.
So what are you hoping that I'll find in her phone when I unlock it?
I hope nothing, but I don't know.
Well, that's a good sign. You hope
Yeah,
nothing.
I hope nothing. I hope it's
appreciate
all
that.
good. I hope it's all good. No.
Because my goal on here, unless I see unhealthy behaviors, which I'm hearing some, but I still have to hear her side, my goal is always to help repair the relationship.
Right, that's what I'm trying. I don't want to lose my family.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to lose that.
All right. So what are you hoping that I find? Nothing, but what do you think could be in there?
Text messages, I don't know, something like that.
Okay, please everyone help me welcome Isis to the show.
Nice to meet you.
Love. Yes.
First off, babe, do not be up here capping. Okay, you do check my pennies, but you check my pennies almost
give me
every
reasons to,
day.
though.
Every
All the
day I
time.
come home, you check my underwear, you want to know my passcodes. It's like sometimes it's too much.
Why should we have locked phones though if we married?
I understand that we shouldn't, but it's just sometimes where I feel like you should trust me and you don't need to know my codes at all times.
I do, but you give me reasons though. You don't give me reasons.
I give you reasons. I do. I can.
You don't confuse me. This kid ain't mine. He ain't mine.
Yeah, I've said that, but come on, let's be serious. We know Amir is yours. Let's be serious. He looked just like you. Everything. He's yours, 100%, and
Why
I'm
would you
not worried
confuse me
about
like
that.
Can I ask you this? Because there's a lot that I just heard there about you checking the panties more often and
Every
checking
single
phones.
day that I'm not
come on,
with
not
him.
every day.
If
Come
I'm
on,
not
man.
with him,
Not every
So
day.
how
Like-
often does he accuse you of cheating?
every day.
This couple is drowning in mistrust.
Schmack. He done ran his truck into my car.
Are they cheating on each other? There's something going on here. It's a husband and wife who have both agreed to have their phones unlocked.
I might be pregnant.
You won't believe what happened. You sent a text saying that your wife was going in the bathroom and hiding her phone.
Yeah.
First off, babe, do not be up here capping. You want to know my passcodes
Why should we have locked phones though if we married?
How often does he accuse you of cheating?
every day.
Every single day.
Every time that we're not together, I'm getting accused of cheating. Recently, I just became a manager at my job, so I've been working like doubles and things like that. This man will sit outside and just make sure that I'm not, talking or being too friendly. I have customers that
What do you mean, sit outside? Sit outside of your job?
Yes, he will sit outside of my job until my shift is over, just to make sure that no one's meeting me up
whole
there.
shift.
Mostly the whole shift. I mean, he'll
Or when I
come
bring
bring me
you
lunch
lunch.
or something like that, and I'm looking out the window, he's still sitting out there. You brought me lunch, I gave you a kiss.
But you
Have a
don't
good
eat
day,
it
baby.
though. Somebody else fed you or something?
And that's another thing, okay? You denying our son is like pissing me off because you know he's your son. We've been together all
That's
the time.
what you was telling me. Why
The
you telling me
cheating-
that for?
Okay, I said it out of anger. A lot of us women, we do it out of anger, but I
Every
wish
day.
I wouldn't have done
Every
it.
day, though.
I got to go back to that because I'm trying to figure out like where the insecurity started. So when did you say to him that your child was not his son?
I was about 6 months pregnant. He's used to me handling everything and
That
me
hurts,
doing
though.
everything. And sometimes, I want my husband to help and do certain things that sometimes, like, something happened one day where we got
could've
into
said
an
anything,
altercation. Of him expecting me of cheating. He's like, babe, let me see your phone. Woo, I let him go through the phone. He didn't find anything. Oh, you probably deleted. Oh, you good at this. Woo. I don't want to argue. I got kids. So I put him out. Get out of the house until I cool down. Just give me my space.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do that. So the next step for me is to call the police to get you from around me. Because when I get angry, I get to doing things.
Yeah.
So he gets out the house. He leaves. I'm in my room with my kids. I just hear a loud schmack. Some tell me to go outside and check my car. He done ran his truck into my car. He got mad because I told him to leave the house and he crashed into
I
my
shouldn't
car.
be put. I should have went to the sofa, something. to
But
try
do
to
you
kick
think
me out
do
the
you
house.
think an equivalent response to saying "give me space" is to hit someone's car?
We
You
got
can
into
acknowledge
it.
that, right?
Yeah, I can.
You
I
do
can.
see that.
I was just upset.
Yeah, look at that.
She put
But
me
that's
out.
a little bit
She
more than
put me out,
upset.
man.
What was going through your mind right there?
I wanted to be in the house.
So you destroyed your own property?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't never take my anger on her.
Right,
It's
you never
just,
took it
yeah.
out on me, but you took it out on the vehicles, you take it out on the house. I told him
What
to
do
get
you
out
mean takes it out
another
on the house?
time. So I asked him to leave, he didn't want to leave. The next thing you know, I just hear boom, and then he goes and hit the wall. That comes out of our security deposit when we have to move.
Of course. I do have to acknowledge
Spur of
this,
the moment.
that I understand that in the heat of the moment we say things, but I feel like you're a woman that can receive this of saying, by saying to him, my child is not yours, that cuts really deep.
Yes.
Man,
That
hurts.
cuts really deep.
Real hurt.
This is not me excusing any of the behavior that I just heard or saw that, but it's also about acknowledging you do know that, right?
Right,
like
right, yes.
that what when you
Yes.
go there, that's the lowest blow
Yes.
for him as a father
Yes.
to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you
Confusion and
acknowledged that and
everything.
talked to him about that?
Yeah, I've apologized multiple times about it. I told him that I'm very sorry.
Okay, good. Have you received that from her?
Yeah.
Okay. So how else has your relationship been affected?
Our sex is just not where it's at. We were getting it on like day and night. Anytime we had some alone time, we was getting busy. But sometimes a woman just want to be held. Sometimes I just want to lay under him and him hold me. It's not that I'm denying my husband of sex, because like I said, I know he's addicted to it. I am too. I know his wants and his needs, and it's just sometimes I want to be held. I don't want to always do it.
When she says, I just want to be held, what is your response?
I want to hold her, but it's just
What
the
goes
part
through
of saying
what goes
no.
through your mind? What goes through your mind?
Her saying no to me.
He don't like me telling him no. I feel like when I tell him no, it just instantly click in his head like I did something before, or I was with somebody before.
Got it. So why do you believe that Lesley is cheating then?
His phone rung. Well, it didn't ring. It was a text message. And I picked it up. It was a number I didn't realize, and it was a female. And she sent the picture with her glasses like, hey, babe, do you like how I look in my new glasses? So me instantly, first I tried to text back like I was him. I'm like, hey, yeah, you looking good or whatever, but she didn't respond. So I felt like the female knew what was going on, so I called her. I'm like, you know, this is his wife. I'm not calling to be disrespectful or no shady stuff. I just want to know what's going on. Why are you sending him pictures? She hung up on me. So I called back again. Ma'am, please let me know. Basically, she said nothing was going on. But at that time, I'm like, if nothing was going on, why did you hang up on me 3 times?
Yeah.
You could have just said off top nothing was going on, and I wouldn't even have to keep calling you.
So Lesley, what do you have to say about that?
I didn't know her. I don't know her. That was the wrong number.
You're saying that's a wrong number?
It had to be. I
And
ain't
then
never
when
He
she
saw
calls her
that.
back?
responded and said, you
She's
look
like,
nice or something, but he responded to her.
You responded.
Yeah,
What did you respond?
I did respond.
What did you say?
I said, I know you down the hall with your daughter. I knew that I didn't know her at first anyway.
Yeah,
But you just said it was a wrong number.
I knew, so I wanted to make sure I didn't know the person.
So, but then you responded
Yeah, I did respond.
and realized you did know the person.
No, I didn't know her.
To this day, he still say he don't know who the woman is.
So Isis, I just want to know, what do you think that we're going to find when we unlock Lesley's phone?
Honestly, porn.
Porn?
Probably porn.
Okay.
Him cheating, it was just that picture in the time of the night that it was sent through, and then he responded back.
You just want clarity that the other person is not cheating?
Correct. I just want him to be a better husband.
Okay.
It just make me feel like he's not in love with me like he once was. Like I said in the beginning, everything was cool. No checking pennies, no sitting outside my job, everything was fine. But like I said, ever since I told him that the child wasn't his, out of anger, it's been 24/7 accusing me of cheating. Before I filed for a divorce, I actually went down there and filed for a divorce because I felt as if he wasn't changing.
Is your goal to break your wife down?
No, not at all.
So if your goal is not to break your wife down, why are you constantly checking her underwear? You just saw her say it's hurting her.
Right, she ain't never told me that was it.
So now that you've heard her, will that behavior stop? Can you
Yes,
talk
of
to your
course.
wife about that?
Of course it will. Of course it will. Yeah, I ain't gotta check the panties no more.
I want to hear what my family and the audience has to say. Let's talk about it. Are they cheating on each other? There's something going on here. It's a husband and wife who have both agreed to have their phones unlocked.
I might be pregnant.
You won't believe what happened.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
When did you say to him that your child was not his son?
I was about 6 months pregnant. Something happened one day where we got into an
anything,
altercation.
though.
He done ran his truck into my car. I actually went down there and filed for a divorce because I felt as if he wasn't changing.
Is your goal to break your wife down?
So I need clarification because when most men are guilty of cheating, they become overprotective in a way. So I need clarity on that.
So you're suggesting that he's cheating, and so he's now becoming overprotective or projecting?
It's a defense mechanism.
You think he's
He's
projecting?
definitely projecting. That's projection.
So so he feels like you're the one that's cheating, and so you're projecting this onto your wife. Is that true?
No, not at all.
Why the smile come up?
Not at all. Huh?
Why the smile come up?
No, it was just that how they try to get flipped around on me, but no.
Okay, cool.
Lesley, you complain that you're not getting enough sex, but I think if you make her happy, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, that's right. I heard that.
Thank you. So, do you think like maybe if you were kinder to her, that if you talk to her a little differently, if you're not asking her to check her underwear, that maybe she'll say, "I'm in a place." Yeah. So you understand that your actions are direct cause of why you're not having the sex that you desire.
Yeah, I do.
Sometimes he wants to know too much. Like I have a friend who told me some secret business, and he's like, who's that? I told him who it was, but it's like, he want to know what was said, what was we talking about? I'm like, I can't really tell you everything.
Well, the question is, he said that you do that consistently, where you go into the bathroom to talk to people. Is this consistent behavior for you?
Yes.
Okay, and
Yes.
why?
Lately, with my job, I have to be on the phone 24/7 now that I've got my promotion and things like that. It's never that I'm on the phone with, like, someone he doesn't know about. I don't have the time.
So then why do you go to the bathroom, though, to have that conversation if it's people he knows about?
I can't hear on the phone. Like, we'll be with the kids, and I'll get a phone call, I'll go to the bathroom or go to the next room. I'm never sneaking to talk to anyone else, like on a sneaky link.
You do understand how going to the bathroom consistently to have conversations could lead someone to feel as if there's something else going on?
Just stepping out the room, period.
Because ISIS, I'm catching both of y'all because, you know, I'm looking at both behaviors. You know, I'm not taking a side here. And so, like, as much as I'm pointing out his behaviors that you understand that's wrong, you do see how, like, saying you're not the father, constantly going in the bathroom, could lead someone to feel like there's something going on here.
Yes, but I also feel that once I come out that bathroom and you ask me questions and I've answered those questions, it should be over.
I agree. I don't think that you have to over-explain, but the thing is that human nature, once you've given me one reaction that's going to make me feel insecure, I'm going to then have a reaction of like, well, who are you talking to?
Right.
That doesn't seem that crazy to me of you asking that question. Other behavior, there's some red flag. But that one right there, it doesn't seem that crazy to me. Can you see how that could be affecting your marriage as well?
Yeah, I do. I try to keep him around now lately since I've been doing it, but it's like, that's not enough for him. He needs to know what we're talking about, and I feel like that's not.
It ain't even about that.
I feel like my privacy with that person is with that person, even though he's my husband. Like I said, I tell my husband everything, but certain things, females, you know, chats we have, he don't need to know about that.
I got it. I understand. Listen, you're a human being. You deserve your own autonomy. You get to have your own friendships. You get to have those things. But when you're in a marriage and you've already done things that break the trust, then there has to be some rebuilding of that trust. And right now, it's like you want to say, let's rebuild the trust, but that I broke, but I'm not also going to give you any information. Those two things don't line up. Listen, everyone, when we come back, I'll be unlocking both of their phones to get some answers, so stay with us. Something that you actually wanted to tell Lesley first before we start. Don't go away because both phones from this husband and wife will be unlocked next. You won't believe what happened.
When most men are guilty of cheating, they become overprotective.
So he feels like you're the one that's cheating, and so you're projecting this onto your wife. Is that?
Nah. It's never that I'm on the phone with, like, someone he doesn't know about.
Human nature, once you've given me one reaction that's going to make me feel insecure, I'm going to then have a reaction of like, well, who are you talking to? All right, everyone, in a few moments, we are going to reveal the outcome of our Unlock the Phone investigation. But Isis, there's something that you actually wanted to tell Lesley first before we start.
Yes, so.
Hold on a second, let me get you.
I don't know the results yet, but I might be pregnant.
Oh.
How do you feel about what you just heard? Actually, how you feel about what you just heard? But it was like, oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is that exciting? Is it overwhelming?
Yeah, both at the same time.
Both, yeah, it's like.
At the same time.
Yes. Well, how are you feeling about being pregnant?
I'm fine with it because I have 4 boys, so I want a girl.
I do have the results of your pregnancy test that I'm going to reveal later.
Okay.
I asked the producers to give them to me. Okay. So I do have those as well. But first, Isis, we unlocked your phone. All right. So Isis, when it came to unlocking your phone, we went through the apps, the text messages, the DMs, and nothing suspicious was found on your phone.
As I told you, I told you that the whole freaking time. I told you that. I wasn't doing anything to you. I was going to work. I was making money. The bills was adding up. The checks was adding up. Everything I told you is right there. And he's not alive.
That's true.
He's not alive.
Yeah, so let me tell you
All the times, dude, you don't know.
100%
Coming home
right.
to you, you checking my pennies. You telling me I've been talking to people. I've been racing things. I ain't done none of that stuff. How do you feel? How do you feel right now,
feel relieved.
knowing that I didn't delete nothing that they found?
Yeah, I feel
I've told you, everybody I was talking to on the phone, everything checks out. How do you feel? How do your
I feel
brain feel
good.
right now? Because you made my brain
Now I
go
can
over and
sleep.
over that I wasn't doing something
I
right
can
as
sleep
a
at night.
wife. Yeah, you can sleep. Now you can sleep, but I haven't been sleeping. I can't lay next to you and you thinking the thoughts you think about me, and I know. I haven't been getting sleep. Oh, but you've been getting some now, but you feel okay.
I said now
Just-
I
can
can
you come a
sleep.
little
I ain't
closer?
say I was. You know I wasn't
Because I'm
getting
ready
no
to,
sleep.
I'm ready to pop you upside your head, dude. I went through so much. I
Yeah,
love
I
my
can
baby.
sleep.
I know I might give him little tinsy winces hint that I'm doing something, but I'm not. Everything I'm doing is for us. It's for our family. I don't
Yes.
want nobody else. I wouldn't have said yes to you if I want to fool around in these streets.
But now, Lesley, it's time to unlock your phone. I need you two to swap spots. All right, when it came to going through your phone and finding text messages, I found 257 incoming text messages from the same number. All of those were sexual in nature.
It better been my number.
It was not your number. When it came to text messages that were outgoing, because the first one was incoming, I found 314 outgoing text messages to the same number that were all sexual in nature. When it came to apps, I found photos of 8 different women. None were of you, Isis. 3 of those photos were sexually explicit. Can you bring me the photos?
It better be the porn site. It better be some site
Yeah, I
of
wanna
you
see that.
porno or
These
something.
are not porn
It better
site
be.
photos. These are not porn site photos. I'm sad to say that
So
they're not
now
porn site
it's making
photos.
me feel like the first person who said something, he was on point, like good looking. He said it.
So these were part of some of the photos that were received to him via the text. So you have this. Do you know any of them? So you don't know these.
Hold on, wait. Let me see that. Let me see the other two. Yeah.
They're already on your phone. You can check your phone.
No, for real.
So what do you...
Remember the car dude?
Yeah, okay.
So you know
Gotcha.
who is he talking about?
Yeah, one of them, yeah. It's okay. It's not anything that's gonna ruin our marriage. It's not anything I'm gonna have an attitude about.
So there was some that was too explicit for me that I asked my producers not to print those because for me I was like, I don't want to see those.
Somebody sent you some explicit pictures?
I don't know what's going on.
Who-
I'm
who
telling
is
you.
it?
Oh, it could have been on there before. I don't know.
What females are sending you nude?
I don't know.
How do you don't know? This your phone. You be on your phone
How long
all
I
the
had my
time.
number?
How you don't know?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna break it down and be honest. So these pictures of the females I know about because he deals with someone who buys cars and he likes to have a good time. But I'm finding it hard to believe that this
I
man
don't know.
will
Why
send a
would he
picture
send-
of a
yeah.
private part of a woman to another
why I
man.
want-
Got it. Understandable.
It's impossible. So I just need to know where this number, because
I want to know number
if
two.
it's his number, if he really
Yeah.
sent you that from his number, he's effed up in his head and it's the end of it. We're not dealing with it anymore.
Are you ready now to find out if you're pregnant?
Yeah.
When it comes to if you are pregnant, Isis, you are not pregnant.
Thank you, Jesus.
So this is the thing. So when she originally found out that there was other women in your phone that was texting, she was actually pretty understanding. But the issues that I have here, and that I think your wife is telling you that she has, is that you've now taken it a step further. If there is someone that is sending you sexually explicit photos, she's not okay with that.
Exactly.
Can you now tell your wife that you will stop accepting explicit photos and you will do what she has done and said, I am in a relationship, and block those numbers?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I stopped. It won't continue.
Now, this is the thing, because you've been gaslighting her, and you have tried to accuse her of saying she could be doing something when you have been dabbling in the pool area where it seems like your behavior is shady.
Right. I went through hell. I can't go hang out with my own family because he's accusing me. I can't take my kids to Chuck E. Cheese by myself because he's thinking I'm meeting somebody there. Like, you guys don't know how many times he just told me I was just doing something.
believe.
And I always let him know when I met him.
This is where you, Lesley, have to step up for your wife right now because
He
she's already
gotta
acknowledged
stop
she's
it.
not
He
leaving
gotta
you.
stop
But you
it.
have
He
been
has
you have been
to.
treating her bad. Can you acknowledge and man up right now and tell your wife, I am sorry? She has already shown you she's gonna stay with you through the worst.
And you know that. We done been
So you better try to
worse
give her the
than
better
this.
by showing her that you'll grow and acknowledge.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. I would change.
He's giving that apology. I don't know if it's sincere. I think he has a lot of work to do. I don't know if he's going to receive it right now. But what I'm going to tell you right now is that you as a woman, now that you know the truth, do not ever allow him to make you feel as if you have to live on edge, that you have to walk through life being controlled or being told. You do not deserve that type of love. You have already exhibited and displayed that you are an understanding and loving woman. You do not deserve someone to make you feel like you have to beg for affection, that you have to beg for respect and trust. You do not have to beg for those things. Those things should be unconditional in a relationship.
Right.
If he starts to say something or do something and tells you you can't go somewhere, you say, no, I'm gonna go because I've shown you the woman I am. That is the advice that I have for you. Because I can tell y'all are gonna stay in this relationship, but you have to be able to build yourself up as a woman and realize what you deserve. And this behavior is not what you deserve. You know it, and you have to do the work to be better in your behavior. You got that?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. I believe y'all can be okay, but there's a lot of work that has to be done here.
Gotcha.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. Come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all.